Oh, there you are. Well, have you remembered what you forgot? Any bells ringing? Something about grandfather tree, perhaps? Don't you think it's about time someone went and checked on Bartleby? Well, don't look at me. You're the one who attended Ravenwood. Oh, and Scholar Xander wants a word before you go. Probably to share his latest theory about the meaning of life. Go on now. Time is wasting.
Hey, mate. Fantastic work in Polaris. You handled that like a real pro. You're still new to the Arcanum, but you're already making waves. Since you stopped Spider's plan with the Sky Anchor, I've been wondering if that might have somehow soothed Bartleby's condition. If you can stop in and pay a visit to the old tree, that'd be a real boon to the whole team here. Have to keep tabs on these things, you know. Seeing as how you're such a recent graduate, we're thinking of you as our official envoy to Ravenwood. So there you go. Have a good trip.
Oh dear. Judging by his foliage, Bartleby's condition certainly hasn't improved. In fact, he appears to be worse. You should speak to him and find out how he's feeling. And don't forget to use your bedside manners.
Oh, hello, Wizard. I know your name, but somehow it's escaping me right now. That happens more and more often these days. My trunk feels thick and dry, my branches droop, and my leaves have lost their healthy glow. I feel poor in body, mind, and spirit. What's happening to me? It seems like there's something I should remember, but it keeps escaping my memory. If I had my other eye, the eye of history, I think it would help, but I can't even remember what happened to it. Can you ask Merle Ambrose?
Ah, my favorite Ravenwood alumnus. I understand you've joined the Arcanum. I suspected you might wind up there. Talent such as yours. I wasn't able to say anything, of course. Everything with the Arcanum is always a secret. They prefer it that way, and it does seem wise. The Arcanum's work is crucial, however, especially with the revelation that old Cobb is actually Grandfather Spider. Such disquieting news. I won't pry into your affairs, but please don't be a stranger around here. After all, our younger students need mentors like you. But you're here about Bartleby, aren't you? His condition has grown worse, hasn't it? I just can't fathom why this is happening. Oh, he mentioned the Eye of History. Yes, he has been rather nostalgic lately. Oh, but perhaps the eye could help restore his health, too. Of course, we both know that it was Malastare who stole Bartleby's eye, but we never learnt what he did with it, did we? Oh, an oversight to be sure. I suggest you go to the Death School and see Dworgin. Ask if he has any idea where Malastare would have hidden it.
Why, hello there, Wizard! I'm so glad you decided to pay me a visit. I often use you as an example to inspire my younger students. You're looking for the Eye of History? Oh, I had hoped we'd finally put Malastare to rest, but his story always seems to come back up again. No clues here at the school, but you might try Malastare's house in Dark Cave. I don't think anyone's been in there since, well, a long time. One thing to know. After Sylvia's death, I think he did some remodeling. So, who knows what you might find in there. But, yeah, good luck!
Memories of tragedy and triumph wash over you as you enter the home of your former nemesis. Portraits and keepsakes remind you that this was not just Malastare's house, but Sylvia Drake's as well. You feel an eerie sense of foreboding when you look at the door at the back of the hall. It's probably worth investigating. The back halls of the home have been transformed into a sanctum of undeath, They now smell of corpse candles and a deep, frustrated emptiness. It was into these chambers that Malistaire came after Sylvia's death, first in mourning and later in madness. A dark spirit, appointed by the Master Necromancer to protect his work, still maintains its vigil. You must defeat it to proceed. With the Spectral Guardian defeated, you can now explore deeper into Malistaire's sanctum. Across the room, you see Malistaire's desk. Here he sat, feverishly searching old tomes for a way to bring Sylvia back. On the desk, open to the page where Malistaire left it, lies what appears to be a journal. You should read it for clues. As you begin reading the journal, you can almost hear Malistaire's voice.
My efforts to resurrect Sylvia have met no success, but I've heard of a mysterious group of scholars called the Cabal. They may know a way. This Cabal lives up to its reputation. They communicate through a masked agent who goes only by the initials G and D. Nervous as it makes me to deal with this Cabal, they claim to have the answers I seek. What choice do I have? I meet them tonight. In exchange for information, the Cabal demands I give them the Eye of History. They plan to take it to the world of Mirage. I know not why. I am conflicted. I fear what the Cabal's intentions in Mirage may be, but I've come too far to turn back now. I made the exchange. The secret to resurrecting Sylvia lies within an ancient tome known as the Croconomicon. To Crocotopia I go.
You close the journal and place it in your backpack. Headmaster Ambrose needs to see this.
So it's you, the headmaster's little pet. Been a long time, but I always knew we'd cross paths again. You've grown in power. I have too. My associates now make Ambrose look like a hedge wizard. Perhaps you've heard of the Cabal? They have agents everywhere, even Wizard City. After this, I'll be a full-fledged member. See, they detected an intruder here and sent me. That journal's not going anywhere. Neither are you. Oh, now you've really done it. You think you won here? You have no idea. You crossed the Cabal. Oh yeah, you'll hear from us again.
Ooh, Malistaire's journal. I shudder to think what insanity is expressed within these pages. Nonetheless, I will have to read it. Any clues regarding the Eye of History? The Cabal? I'm not familiar, but they sound dangerous. A shame Duncan has taken up with them. So the Cabal took the Eye to Mirage? That is very troubling. Probably no coincidence that Mirage is one of the world's spider mentioned. You should consult with your friends at the Arcanum. Perhaps they've heard of this Cabal. And, of course, you should visit Mirage, too. Before you go, however, see your friend Mallory near the Life School. She's very talented, but she seems unhappy. Perhaps you can cheer her up.
Well, if it isn't the most heroic celebrity wizard who ever lived. Seriously, you're all anyone talks about around here. I'm kinda sick of it. Ah, come on. You know I'm kidding, right? It's actually great to see you. I'm learning a lot at Ravenwood. But it's not like Polaris. Remember when we charged into the Sky Anchor and faced down the rat? Now that was living. I miss those days. Where are you off to now? Mirage? No way. Promise you'll tell me all about it. Cool. I can't wait. I'll be here. Don't be a stranger.
It's about time you returned, Initiate. You were supposed to check on the tree, not climb up in its branches and take a nap. Ione's been waiting to hear your report. I'd get in there right away if I were you. She's not exactly known for her patience.
Did I hear Fitzhume say I was impatient? I feel surprised. Do you think I lack patience? Never mind. We don't have time for that. What news from Grandfather Tree? He's worse. I see. The Eye of History? Taken to Mirage by the Cabal? Are you certain? I feel perplexed. Yes, I think I have heard of this Cabal, a group of dark wizards. Mysterious. You should go to Mirage, talk to Kisma.
Greetings, Initiate. You seek to travel to Mirage. Might I ask why? The Eye of History is there. If true, this might explain a great deal. You must understand, Mirage is a world of constant change, ever-shifting sands. But the last few years have seen a rash of massive sandstorms. More recently, there was a sandstorm of colossal proportions. During the storm, somehow, the world door in Mirage was lost in the sands. You see, the sands of Mirage are unique. They're more than elements in a desert landscape. They are, quite literally, the sands of time. Thus, the world door is lost, not just in space, but in time as well. I believe, however, I've devised a way to reach it and to restore it. I have not yet pinpointed its exact location in the space-time continuum, but this portal can at least get you in the vicinity. Take the portal, find the lost world door where it is buried, and use this charm to restore it to its proper time and place. Then return.
You pass through the portal and find yourself in a place unlike any you've seen before. Sand stretches to the horizon in all directions. Kisma said the world door would be close, but possibly buried in the sand. You'll have to search for it.
A wanderer appears in the desert from another time and another world, but with purpose. You seek to restore the world door. It is close, but you must discover the secret of the sands to reach it. The sands hide many secrets, but sometimes they can reveal them as well. Collect sand grains from the sand swirlers and return. Well done, wanderer. Now cast the sand grains into the chasm and see what is revealed.
You cast the sand grains into the chasm, and a bridge is revealed that will take you across. You sense that the world door is buried somewhere amid the dunes on the other side, but you aren't sure exactly where. As you reach the top of the dune, you finally see the world door, partially submerged in the sand. Only problem is it's guarded by a genie. With the genie defeated, you can now approach and use Kisma's charm to restore the world door. If the charm worked correctly, the world door should now be restored to its proper time and place. You can use the portal to return to Kisma.
You were gone some time. I trust you found the door, and the charm worked as expected. Excellent. Now, you can travel to Mirage the proper way. Here is the key to the world door. Start by investigating this recent colossal sandstorm. As you know, Grandfather Spider is likely involved. Search for clues, but be patient and disciplined. The answers will come in time. I suspect they will lead you to the Eye of History as well. Take heed, however. Things in Mirage are often not as they seem, and allegiances shift like the sands. Stay strong, and report back soon.
Goodness gracious, if it isn't another intrepid adventurer! How marvelous! Come closer, dear, and let Birdie have a look at you. Oh my! You look simply fabulous! The fashions you wizards wear these days are breathtaking. You bring flair to our humble little world. Oh yes, such a treat. First, the world door reappears, and now all these sophisticated visitors. Oh, the nomad merchants would be thrilled. They would be, if they were here. Oh, but the tragedy. I can't keep up this facade. Who are you fooling, Birdie? Our shame is plain to see. Just look, it's an embarrassment. Caravan is supposed to be a colorful, thriving hub of activity, but instead it's an eyesore. A dead zone. I measured, I drew designs, I planned colors, I even staked out tent locations, but it remains horrifically vacant. Please, you must help us. See the solitary tent down there? It belongs to San Diego, the so-called tired nomad. He claims to be wise. Ask him if anything can be done.
Greetings, Wanderer. I am San Diego the Wise. Oh, Birdie told you? Wait, what did he say? The tired nomad? I am not tired. I am retired. I swear, I do not think the cat understands a word I've said. He still seems to think this whole thing is some kind of fashion show. No. You see, I retired to keep watch over this crossroads, while the other nomads roam the desert. This place, Caravan, it is sacred. For centuries, when there is danger in the desert, this is where the nomads gather for safety. When the winds of change blow, they know to come. After this recent sandstorm, the winds of change began blowing, but the nomads have not come. I fear they have been held up on the road. I believe the winds brought you here to aid us, to find the nomads and shepherd them to safety. Go west, Wanderer. Find nomads and aid them.
Please, traveler, if you be a good Cameritan, hear our plea. We would beg your assistance. We are trying to reach Caravan. After the sandstorm, we felt the winds of change, and we heard the pale genie's whispered warnings. These dreadful gulchers block our way, however. They appeared and began dive-bombing our group. Now my pack-man is too terrified to proceed.
Terrified? I'd call it smart. I'm bright yellow, the perfect target for those birds. Till they vacate those trees, I'll be staying right here.
This chronomancer traveling with us knows a way to dispel these foul creatures, but we need assistance to carry out his plan.
He speaks truly. The Gulchers are undead. Death is a function of time, and time is my specialty. Bring me Gulcher bones and I can dispel them.
Most excellent. Now perhaps we can get back onto the road. Who knows, though? You can bring a pack-man to pellet, but you can't make him eat.
Stand back. No! Oh, that isn't going to work. Whatever enchantment was used to manipulate time and reanimate the Gulchers, it is too strong for me to dispel. I am sorry, my friends.
I appreciate you making the effort. It is all right. When digging for water in the desert, you don't always find it on the first try.
I have another idea. If we can draw the gulchers out of the trees, I believe my Pac-Man will be willing to make a break for it. Up there, on the bluff, I noticed a nest. The mother gulcher is there, tending to what she believes to be her eggs. Traveler, if you will go and challenge her, I suspect these gulchers will fly to her aid, giving us a clear path.
You climb the path to the gulcher's nest. Those look like rocks rather than eggs, but the mother gulcher is fiercely protective nonetheless. The other gulchers flock to protect the nest. Hopefully you manage to draw the ones out of the trees. Let's go find out.
It worked like a charm, my friend. My Pac-Man seems to have recovered his courage, so we will soon be on our way.
A word first, if I may, Wizard. It's clear you are well versed in the mysteries of magic, but you are new to Mirage, yes? I shall explain. We chronomancers are recruited from all over Mirage to perform a sacred duty at the Chronoverge, maintaining the sands of time. Each grain of sand is a moment in the spiral's history. Mirage was once a lush world, but the sands of time have turned it into a desert.
The history lesson is fascinating, of course, and all of us in Mirage appreciate your service, Chronomancer, but perhaps another time. The way is clear now, and we should seize this moment to go to Caravan. Come see me when you get there, traveler.
Yes, of course. I must go west to search for a fellow chronomancer who's missing. I only wish to suggest you be careful. Farewell to you both.
Already you can see change has come to Caravan. Several nomads have arrived and pitched their tents. Caramel is among them.
Not only am I relieved to have reached Caravan, but I am pleased as well to see the world door is restored. This will be good for business. And this encampment designer, Birdie, is genius. He wants to speak with you, by the way. Meantime, my shop is open and you get a discount.
Oh, isn't it beautiful? Oh, the tents, the colors. It's far from finished, but to even glimpse my design in reality is a feast to my hungry eyes. But of course, it is you who deserves the credit, the savior who stepped onto these desolate sands in my darkest hour. You are my hero! But we mustn't celebrate too soon. Genius is never easy. Even now, more nomads are in distress out there. I suggest the South Road this time.
I have followed you across the sands for many moons, husband, but I begin to question your judgment. We simply must ask for help.
I can resolve this myself, Azula. But if you insist upon this course, I will indulge your fancy. Perhaps this wizard can assist us. Please, wizard, if I might impose upon your generosity, we are but humble Drummel merchants, beset by woeful misfortune. We heard the pale genie's warning, so we packed up all our wares and journeyed for weeks, only to be waylaid so close to our destination. As we came around the bend, these scaly Tringles rolled up on us, stole a great number of our valuables. It seems they like shiny things.
Of course, some might have cut their losses, but my husband is stubborn, even for a Drommel. Seems the shinies are worth more than our lives.
My dear Azula, you misunderstand my motivation, but perhaps we needn't argue. Wizard, if you will recover our wares, all will be well. I cannot adequately express my gratitude for your assistance, Wizard. You seem to have a knack for knocking the Tringles around. Now we can proceed to Caravan with the supplies we need to start our business, and a great peace of mind as well.
Indeed. I would like to apologize on my husband's behalf. It must seem petty that we place such importance on these trinkets.
Wait! Hold on! This can't be. It's not here! Our most treasured possession, the jeweled box. They must have taken it into their hidey hole.
You must be jesting, Monjob. How could you possibly impose on this wizard further? I don't understand. When did you become so greedy?
Please, Wizard. I promise I will ask nothing more, but I cannot proceed unless you go into the hidey hole and recover the box. Thank you.
The hidey hole is not exactly pleasant, but you see a pile of shinies across the cave. You'll just have to defeat the hoarder to get to them. Defeated, the hoarder rolls away and out of the cave. Now, you can search the pile of shinies for the Salib's jeweled box. There, beneath the other shinies, you find the Salib's jeweled box. It doesn't look terribly fancy, but at least now they can leave.
Ah, now I am truly relieved. This was really all that ever mattered. Now I can say for certain that we are prepared to complete our journey to Caravan.
I fear that old age is making you soft in the head, husband. Why would you possibly make such a fuss about that box? It's beyond me.
It's not the box, my dear. It's what's inside. Our betrothal scarves from when we married. Those I could not leave behind.
You mean... Oh, my silly, sweet husband. I am sorry for doubting you. And you, wizard. We are forever in your debt.
Indeed. Come by our tent in Caravan. You will find no one sells goods of higher quality than the Salibs. I hope to see you there.
You return to discover Caravan is even busier than before. It's starting to look like a proper encampment. The Salibs are already set up.
Look at this, will you? A thriving nomad camp if I have ever seen one. Azula and I will be very happy here. The encampment designer, Birdie, is inspired, truly. Oh yes, he asked to speak with you. Tell him we are all squared away.
Can you believe it? Ah, the way the teal brings out the contrast in the other colors. Just as I hoped. And look at how the place is filling in. It brings a tear to my eye. Oh, stop being such a sentimentalist, Birdie. There are still nomads out there, stranded, holding out hope. Ah, and what's this I'm hearing about warnings from some pale genie? The balance of colors is delicate. No paleness without my approval. Of course, I shouldn't bother you with concerns about the palette. You should hurry on to the North Road. There are more nomads in need.
Oh, praise the sands someone came along. Might you help us out here? My brother has gotten himself into a bit of a prickle. Thank you, traveler. Out here, no one can hear you shout for help. I was starting to think we should have gone to Aggrobah instead. You see, curiosity drew my brother, Nazim, into the prickly bear's cactus corral, and the spine-filled little beasts locked him in.
For the 1000th time, I'm sorry, my brother. I tried to be focused, but there was that spot of light dancing on the rock. I couldn't resist.
As you might be able to tell, Nazim was adopted into my family. He tends to get distracted from time to time. He can't help it. I wonder, you appear to be a wizard, yes? If you'll use your magic to force the prickly bears to hand over the cactus key, we can open the gates. There, you see, Nazim? Not everyone is so cold and cruel-hearted. The gate is open, and now we can complete our journey. You must come by our tent in Caravan, traveler. I promise you, we have the most diverse selection of any merchant in all Mirage.
Look, Jabari, the spot of light is back. There, on the canyon wall. No, wait. There! Quickly, brother, we must catch it before it gets away.
Adopted he may be, but he is my brother, and I would no sooner part with him than with my hump. Besides, he keeps things interesting. Come see me in Caravan, and we will do business, yes? Ha ha! And look at this! Never has Caravan been such a thriving hub of activity. I'm glad we didn't go to Aggrobah. Nothing but thieves there. I tell you, my friend, this place will be good for business. Thanks to you and that designer, Birdie. He would speak with you, by the way.
They say good things come to those who wait, and I believe it. The dream of Caravan is finally realized. Aesthetically, all is well. But I worry your work has just begun. Some new trouble is afoot. Speak with Santiago. Whatever happens, I believe in you, wizard. Stay golden.
The wanderer from another world. I need not listen to the wind to hear of your success. The murmur in the camp tells me all I need to know. The nomads who recently arrived bear other tidings as well. It seems the warning on the winds of change came from the Pale Genie. With all the nomads finally safe in Caravan, we must now assess the danger that drove us here. I would ask you to seek the Genie out. His true name is Dumuzid, but he goes by many names. He is a recluse among the Jinn, living alone in a tent east of here. Dumuzid is a bit obsessive, but he has been a friend to the nomads in the past. I expect he will explain his reasoning if you seek him out.
Hold it right there! What are you doing? Were you raised in a cave? Are you completely oblivious to all the dust you're tracking in? I can't believe this. First these mud swirlers come to torment me, and now you come tromping in, leaving tracks on the floor. Fine, I give up. I'm retreating to the back room. You and the swirlers can battle it out in here, but don't you dare come any farther. What? Now you would contaminate my private chambers? By all that is clean and good, why? Do you hate sparkling clean? I just don't understand. Actually, it doesn't matter. I don't care about your reasons. You have violated my personal space, and you will now suffer my immaculate wrath! You won! Are you happy? And now it's filthy in here. Oh, you don't see any dirt. How can you say that? There's dirt literally everywhere. It's going to take me weeks to decontaminate this place. Look, if you want to talk, you'll have to meet me in my cleaning supply cave. Well, if you wanted to get my attention, you certainly got it. Between you and those mud swirlers, you've rendered my tent uninhabitable. Oh? You're here about the warning? You mean you don't know? It's Irkala, the Dark Genie, the Dismal Dowager. She has returned! Irkala once ruled all the Jinn. She made us do terrible things. But centuries ago, she was trapped in a bottle and buried beneath the sands. Somehow, during the sandstorm, Irkala was set free, and she's put all Jinn on notice. She sent the mud swirlers, but she won't stop there. Irkala's return means dark times for all Mirage. That's why I sent the warning. If the nomads don't know, tell them they must prepare. Go now!
At last you return from the Pale One's abode. What danger lurks in the desert? Tell me it's not just a shortage of cleaning supplies. Ha ha! I apologize. I must have misunderstood. I know you did not speak of Irkala, the Dark Genie, the Dismal Dowager. She's... what? She's returned? This... but I don't understand. She was imprisoned centuries ago in an enchanted bottle and entombed with her master, the Dark Overlord Xerxes. You don't think? No, it cannot be. Quickly, wizard. You helped us before, but our need is now even greater. You must go west and investigate. Overlord Xerxes is entombed in the Alkali Barrows. Go and ensure the barrows are undisturbed. The sands have settled and the way is clear. Go.
You emerge from the canyons into a blinding landscape of endless sands, punctuated only by a crumbled colossus and barrows dug into the dunes. You spot a lone, undead soldier standing atop one of the dunes. Perhaps she knows whether the Dark Genie and Overlord Xerxes have returned.
Can you believe this? Birds, bones, and undead soldiers bumbling about. It's like some kind of joke, but no, it's real. Xerxes is back. And get this, he expects us to help him conquer Mirage all over again. No, thanks. I served in his army in life. In death, I deserve a break. Well, my squad marched off, so I just deserted. But why are you here? Irkala is back as well? Figures. It'll be just like old times with those two. Look, you want to know more about what's happening? Help an old soldier out, and I'll help you get to the bottom of this. When I deserted my squad and made a run for it, these gulchers swooped down and took my insignia. Get my insignia back, and we'll talk. There it is. Thank you. You lie in a sarcophagus with something in your pocket for so many centuries, it feels like a part of you. Just one more favor I must ask, and then I'll help you. There was once a colossus here, a giant statue, a tribute to some forgotten king. As a mockery, Overlord Xerxes tore down the statue and built his barrows here. Xerxes and his generals are entombed up in the necropolis. Rank-and-file soldiers like me were buried under the arm. We were resurrected, and like I said, my squad was deployed, but I stayed behind. I don't want any part of this. I just want to go back into the barracks barrow and return to my rest. But the barracks guardian won't let me. Go into the barracks barrow, convince the barracks guardian to let me back in, and I'll help you figure out what's going on here.
What you doing back here? You've been re-enlisted. Oh, you're no dervish. You're a trespasser. I'll make this your tomb too, trespasser. Oh, this is about Siri. I knew she was a deserter. The punishment for desertion is death. So, fine. I'll let her return to her sarcophagus.
Did it work? You convinced him to let me return to the barrow? Perfect. Thank you. These old bones deserve a rest, and permanently this time. All right, you helped me out, so it's my turn. Many dervish soldiers have marched out, but Overlord Xerxes is still up in the necropolis. If you want to confront Xerxes and stop him before he causes any real harm, there's something right here in the barrows that can help. You see the base of the broken statue? That's an old crypt that predates the Persian Empire. Something in there was a threat to Xerxes. An artifact, maybe? I'm not sure. Read the inscription on the base to unseal the crypt, and then go inside and search. I hope it helps. I wish I could do more for you, but frankly, I'm just not supposed to be on this side of the sand. All I can say is thanks, and good luck.
Centuries of sunlight and desert winds have obscured the inscription, but you can still make out the name Mandius and some kind of quote. The quote reads, "I am King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair." When you read the words aloud, the crypt is unsealed. Though it was once a grand mausoleum, the crypt has been heavily defiled. The sarcophagi have been opened, and bones are strewn about. If there was anything of value in here, it seems unlikely that it would remain. You should still look around, just in case.
Hello? Do my sockets deceive me? Or is that a living, breathing being? Yes, you. You with the skin and robes and whatnot. Do you have a minute? Can't believe it. You walk right in like it's no big deal. A real, live person. I'd say pinch me, but there's nothing to pinch, is there? So yeah, what brings you down here? Not much left to loot. All the fancy royal sarcophagi were smashed centuries ago. Nothing left of those guys, not a trace. It's just me, and nobody who happened to get stuck in here. Wrong place, wrong time, that kind of thing. So, this is neat, meeting like this, face to skull, isn't it? I wonder, maybe you could give me a hand, seeing as I don't have one, right? Maybe we can trade? Surely you need something. You're looking for Overlord Xerxes. He's been resurrected, has he? That's great, yeah. I mean, how's that fair? Xerxes destroys the world, and now he gets what? A second chance? Well, an unlucky guy like me gets left down here. So, you're looking for a secret weapon to stop Xerxes? What if I said it was me? Yeah, it's true. I'm the secret weapon. You'll see. I just need one thing. Next door, in the Tomb of the Forgotten, there's a vizier named Mirage. Get me his magic gemstone, and we'll stop Xerxes.
The tomb lives up to its name. No one's passed through this chamber in centuries, except the dune buggies, who don't seem very friendly. With the dune buggies defeated, you're free to go deeper into the tomb.
Look, Tamaris, someone's finally come to call us to duty, to summon us back to serve in battle at the Overlord's side.
Don't be daft, Aristides. If Xerxes wanted us, we'd have had by now. What we've got here is just a looter. Let's teach him a lesson. On second thought, what do we care if someone loots a place? Not like we have anything to lose. Let's just return to our rest.
Haha! I knew Xerxes wouldn't raise me and then leave me here. I was his chief advisor. He's testing me. He sent you so I can prove myself. You just want the magic gem? This wasn't even about me. Oh, no one cares, do they? Fine, just take the gem. It's apparently worth more than I am.
You came back? For me? That's the most generous act around here in centuries. So that's it, is it? The magic gem of levitation. Right then, I'll need you to lend me another hand. Would you mind putting the gem into my eye socket? Grizzly, I know, but I'm serious. Go on. You mean it really worked? Stupendous! Oh dear, look at this place. And I thought it looked a mess from down there. It's worse than I imagined. But why complain? Just to be able to move again, to turn my head. It's such a blessing. And I mean that. I really do. So, this is good for you. Got yourself a guide, haven't you? No one knows Mirage like I do. Know it like I know that wall over there. Haven't gotten out much lately, but I've heard things. I know Xerxes was buried in the necropolis, and I know how to get through the gate. So let's get out of this old crypt then. Get a breath of fresh air, eh? Except not me, of course. Not really fair, is it? No matter, let's go. Great burrowing sand lizards! Is it even hotter than it used to be? My skull's literally baking. Makes you almost miss the crypt, doesn't it? And look at the statue. I mean, I heard it was torn down, but seeing it's another matter, isn't it? It was magnificent. What a shame. Not much we can do about that now, is there? I mean, unless you've got a scaffold and a few hundred sculptors. Not today, I guess. Well, moving on then. I think that's the gate to the necropolis over there. Let's mosey on over, shall we? Alright, I used to know a little trick with gates like these. Let's try it. Here we go. Open sesame! Look at that, eh? Feeling pretty good about getting me out of that tomb, aren't you? Ozzy may not have hands, but he's still got the touch. Now the question's how to get into Xerxes' tomb, isn't it? I think maybe that way. A dervish standing guard. Probably not too bright. Let's have some fun, eh?
Halt! No one shall pass Hassan. Overlord Xerxes, seen by appointment only. And you, not on guest list. Try to sneak by and get Hassan Chop! In fact, Hassan suggests you get away from Overlord's ossuary entrance now, before he gets bored, and gives you Hassan Chop, just for fun.
Hold on, I have to ask, did you come up with this Hassan Chop bit yourself, or did you steal it? I mean, it's brilliant, really. But come now, let's be honest, a smart, strong guy like you, isn't this job beneath you? You could let us in. It would serve him right.
No way! Not even if you gave Hassan most valuable treasure. Actually, if you get Hassan treasure from Xerxes' vault, he would walk away. First, you must get vault key from crypt conscripts. But Hassan did not tell you this. Hassan sees nothing, hears nothing, knows nothing.
And I thought patrolling an old graveyard in the middle of the desert would be an easy assignment. You want the vault key? Fine, take it!
You have key to treasure vault? Hassan impressed. Now, you go into vault and get something for Hassan. Then, he leaves and you go in ossuary. Hassan has heard that most valuable treasure in vault is Persian gold and tapestry. You go in vault and get tapestry for Hassan. Then Hassan buys his own oasis and pays somebody else to guard and do Hassan Chop! Get tapestry, and you can enter Overlord's ossuary.
Think you can just waltz in the Xerxes treasure vault? Maybe you didn't hear. The Overlord's back, and he doesn't like trespassers. All right. Maybe trespassing isn't as much of a crime these days as it used to be. We'll step aside. Just don't tell Xerxes.
Ha! Your collar promised us freedom if we apprehended an intruder in here. Sweet liberty, here we come! Oh, blasting sandstorms! I guess it's back into the bottle again. Maybe it'll only be a few centuries this time.
Well, look at this. A room in this infernal vault that's actually unguarded. Imagine that. And there's a chest of treasure, right for the taking.
Ha ha! Fooled you! I look like a chest, but I'm actually a mimic. Not fair. Oh, yes it is. Ha ha ha! You want my treasure? You'll have to fight for it.
If defeated, the chest mimic literally coughs up the Persian gold and tapestry. Now you can take it to Hassan.
You have tapestry? Oh, good! Hassan is thinking. Why buy Oasis? Hassan buys Genie instead. Then he can wish for Oasis, and whatever he wants. Okay, Hassan will go bye-bye now, leaving ossuary unguarded, but are you sure you want to go in? Overlord has guests. He's not to be disturbed.
Oh dear, I just realized. I think I left something back in the crypt. I'm just gonna run, float back in there and get it. Don't want to hold you up though, Wizard. We need to confront Xerxes soon, right? You go ahead, I'll catch up.
Smart skull. Overlord SWAT. Make Hassan Chop feel like feather pillow. If Hassan were you, he wouldn't go. But not Hassan's problem. Bye now.
Look at that. Someone got past Hassan. Guess he lost his chops. Can't say I'm terribly surprised. He wasn't the brightest lantern.
No, he certainly wasn't. But who is this person? Some kind of wizard? What in the blazing sands are they wearing these days?
Can't say I appreciate the style either, but it'll look nice mounted on the wall. Might even earn us a promotion. Come on, let's get him. Hey, fine. Keep your stupid wizard clothes. Seems fashion's not the only thing that's changed. That was some serious spellcasting there.
Indeed. We'll just stand over to the side here. Might as well get the cleaning supplies. Xerxes is going to make a mess with this one.
Now what? First we're butting up with the corpse warriors, and now we have to fight some wizard? The Duke never should have sent us here. I don't care how powerful the Overlord is. No alliance is worth this madness. Let's get back to House Persian. Tyrell can fend for himself.
The Duke is quite inflexible in this, Overlord. House Persian will not bend its knee. We raised you to serve us, not the other way around.
This is unexpected. The Duke really believed that I would serve him? He's clearly a fool, and I begin to suspect you are as well, Chronomancer. Has no one told you the stories? Surely history remembers how I treat those who bring bad tidings. I'm nothing if not consistent.
Overlord, I assure you, I am merely the messenger in this.
You what? You're not getting out of this one, you little hairball.
Wait, we have another guest who's joined us. An uninvited guest. Someone upon whom I can freely vent my frustrations.
Stop this silliness at once! We are urgently required elsewhere, Overlord. Must we waste our time with this worthless smidge of a wizard?
Oh, come on. I was just starting to have a little fun. Very well. I'll just have to delay the gratification of your demise, wizard. For now.
Indeed, Overlord. Our armies await. Goodbye, you little smidges.
Well, this certainly didn't go as was hoped for. Might have been worse for me if you hadn't arrived, however. Meet me outside and let's discuss. I owe you an apology. Ashamed as I am to admit it, I'm the one who resurrected Overlord Xerxes, in violation of my Chronomancer vows as well. When we become Chronomancers, we swear allegiance to the Order alone, abandoning our houses. But Duke Darius demanded I do otherwise. For years he's had me attempting to resurrect Xerxes, hoping the Overlord would help House Persian regain its ancient prominence. I don't know what was different this time, but during the sandstorm, the magic finally worked. As you heard, however, Xerxes has his own plans. Indeed, the Overlord would re-establish his ancient dominion. He plans to lead his dervish armies to reconquer all Mirage. No one is safe. I must return to the Chronoverge and atone for my transgressions. If the Drommel nomads remain at Caravan, you must warn them of Xerxes' plan. Perhaps our paths will cross again in better times. I hope my mistakes don't prevent such a thing. May the sands save us. May the sands save us all.
Oh, you survived. You survived! That's fantastic! I was hoping to catch up, but I got held back in there. Nostalgia, you know. So you went in and confronted Xerxes? That's amazing! But he just magicked away like that? What a bummer. So, what are we doing now? Back to Caravan? Alright, sounds good to me. Not like I have any other pressing appointments, I'll just tag along then. Let's go.
The winds of change grow stronger. I sense that you bear dark tidings, wizard. So, Overlord Xerxes is resurrected, and his armies as well. If Xerxes seeks to reclaim his ancient dominion, the implications are unthinkable. Even in this sacred refuge, we are not safe. No one is safe. Our only hope against the Overlord is to unite all of Mirage. A feat that has never been accomplished. Nonetheless, we must make the attempt. Go east to Aggrobah, and there seek an audience with the King of Thieves. He has been unreliable in the past, but perhaps he has changed. Tell him of the threat we face and ask for his assistance. We need Agrobah's support. The sands have settled and the way is clear. Go.
Greetings and salutations, my fine friend. You are new to the city, are you not? Ah, then come closer. There are things you must know. Yes, Aggrobah is very dangerous. You cannot trust people. They will rob you blind. You are fortunate that I happen to be passing by. What is your business in our fair city? Oh, you are here to see the King of Thieves. How convenient. I just so happen to be the Prince of Thieves.
Excuse me, I've been out of circulation for a while and I know things have changed, but you really mean to tell me that you are royalty?
Jest, of course. I am no prince. Someone already ran that scam. I mean, the King of Thieves. Yes, this way, right down the alley. I told you I could do it. Finally tricked someone into entering the alley. They fell for it. Quickly, jump them.
Whoa, wait! Stop! We can't do this. It's all wrong. They look like good people. We can't attack good people.
Really? So all that planning was for nothing? I guess you're right. But what are you going to do now? Befriend them?
Perhaps I will. Traveler, I hope you will give me another chance. Meet me back out in the street and I will find a way to make it up to you. I must apologize. I'm Swan, the leader of the Hoods. We just aren't very good at this robbery business. We're thieves, but not the bad kind. We used to work the bazaar. When a corrupt merchant swindled an innocent citizen, we'd pick his pocket and return the gold, keeping a small cut. But the King of Thieves shut us down, under pressure from the other gangs, of course. Now those gangs have the run of the entire city. Not only that, but after letting the city go down the drain pipe, the King of Thieves just skipped town, abandoning Aggrobah to gang control. I'm sorry, this must be disappointing to you. The King of Thieves is who you came to see, right? Well, perhaps I have another idea. The King of Thieves abandoned not only the city, but his beautiful wife as well, Sultana Shahrazad. These days, she's the only hope this city has. You should speak to the Sultana. In fact, I'll go too. I've been meaning to talk to her. Her apartment is across the bazaar. Meet me there. I know, it was wrong. I admit it, but that's why I called it off. And here I am, coming clean. You have to give me some credit for that.
I do. You have a good heart, Swan. Just do me a favor and stop trying to pretend otherwise, all right?
As you wish. I'm yours to command, Sultana. You don't have to worry. It'll never happen again, I promise.
You must be the wizard Swan spoke of. I hope you'll forgive the rude welcome you received. I'm afraid that's the legacy of my husband's reign. Please, come in, though. If you had matters to discuss with the King of Thieves, you can discuss them with me. I'll do what I can. So the Drommel nomads in Caravan are seeking aid to fight against who? Overlord Xerxes? I'm not familiar with this name.
Wait, Xerxes is resurrected? Oh, phooey! Then Urkala's back too! Master, I must warn you, they are dangerous, and not very pretty, either.
Be that as it may, I'm afraid we have little to offer in the way of aid. As you can tell, the city has fallen to crime and lawlessness. My husband was gallant, charming, and open-minded, but he was a terrible king. He let the city's gangs have their way in everything. The gangs once kept to the districts, but the king gave them free rein across the city. Law-abiding citizens now fear to leave their homes.
Oh, and he didn't stop there. Gave them the palace, too. Great guy, huh? It's horrid. Have you seen the bazaar? So dreadfully boring these days.
All that said, we do have a plan for restoring order. Perhaps if you help us, wizard, then we can address the threat of this overlord. First thing I need is my husband's vizier, Fazal. His home is just across the bazaar. Convince him to come here, and we can discuss the plan.
What is this all about? You were supposed to be watching the door.
Me? I thought you were watching the door. I mean, you said I got the door.
That was when I was opening it, you nincompoop! Bah! It doesn't matter! Just get them! Quick! Let us get out of here! Get the door!
Wait, does that mean you want me to watch it?
Oh, you fool! Just get out of here! We need to tell Ali Baboon about this!
Praise the sands! Thank goodness you surprised us, those ruffians, and ran them off. They were trying to rob me. I'm so glad you came. Really, the Sultana wants to talk to me? I thought perhaps she'd left the city, but all right, I will come. I will meet you at her apartment.
There you are. It sounds as if you arrived at the Vizier's abode just in time. Now you see how bold these gangs have become. I am glad you are all here. Istar and I have come up with a plan for restoring order to Aggrobah, and I hope you will help us. The plan is simple. We rob the robbers, steal back what was stolen. We raid each gang's coffers and blame the theft on a rival gang. When the gangs go to war, we step in and negotiate a truce, requiring all gangs to stay out of the bazaar. We restore order to the city center.
Oh, please, this plan is preposterous. With all due respect, Sultana, it would be better to leave the city. This plan will never work.
Humor me, Fazal. I believe it will. Istar will accompany the wizard. First, they will steal back the armband of Zamir from the Feral's gang.
Don't worry, Wizard. I'll show you the way. Your part is to get in and steal back the treasure. I'll make sure the Thuggies gang gets the blame.
I guess if the genie's going along, I'd just be dead weight. Undead weight, I suppose. How about I just stay here with the Sultana?
That would be all right, I suppose. Perhaps you can tell me more about this Overlord Xerxes. Wizard, Istar, our hopes go with you. Good luck.
Well, here we are, the River District. I know, it's so dingy. So let's not dilly-dally, we do our work here and get back to my master. She's amazing, isn't she? The Sultana. The best master I've ever had. My last master was a military captain. He was sweet, but didn't last. Now, where were we? Oh, getting into the Feral's waterfront warehouse. We'll have to rough up the felons until one of them coughs up a key.
Meow! Mother told me to stay away from alley cats. I should have listened. All my potential wasted. You want the warehouse key? Fine, take it.
Intruders in the warehouse. We keep them away from the treasures at all cost.
Ugh, more Ferals to fight? Really? How boring. Oh, I have an idea. With just a little genie magic. And now we have... that didn't help, did it? Phooey. They were supposed to be little bugs, not scarabs. I hate scarabs. Those clicky mandibles creep me out. All right, now that we're done with those nasty scarabs, we can get what we came for. The armband of Zamir is probably in that chest. Perfect. Now, just a little more genie magic, and we leave evidence here that the Thuggy gang was behind this. Oh, goodness! I had no idea this would be so much fun! Let's get back to the apartment and tell my master the good news!
That was fast. You recovered the armband of Zamir. Excellent. I'll see it return to its rightful owner. Good work, you two.
Yes, absolutely. Fantastic stuff. We're so pleased.
And now it's Ali Baboon's turn. He and his thuggy goons had the nerve to steal the Mask of Ejmir from a Drommel collector. Go to the Gardens District, find their stash, and steal back the mask. Istar, this time plant evidence framing the Fangs gang for the theft.
Of course, Master. Oh, you know what? I could also use genie magic to bring down a plague of snakes in the Gardens District.
That is an interesting idea, Istar. But I think just planting evidence to implicate the Fangs is enough. Let's stick to the plan.
Here it is, the Gardens District. It used to be romantic here, before the Thuggies took it. Their leader, Ali Baboon, he makes my skin crawl. So this is pretty much the same drill as before. We need to shake down some of the thuggy goons and get them to tell us where their stash is.
Why must you trouble us so? You wish to know the location of the stash? It's right over there. But I warn you, it's well guarded.
Oh my, what cheek! You dare to raid our treasure stash. Don't you know what Ali Baboon does to those who cross him? Well, you'll soon find out.
Stupid thuggies! They don't know who we are, and neither will Ali Baboon. Get the Mask of Eshmir, and I'll plant evidence the Fangs did this. There it is. Now, just a little genie magic. And Ali Baboon will blame the Fangs for stealing his treasure. I must admit, when the Master and I cooked up this plan, I was skeptical. But with your help, it's working like a charm.
You have the mask. Well done. Swan and the Hoods are watching the streets. It seems our actions are causing a stir, so the scheme is working. All right, now it's time to tackle the worst of all, Luther Ray and the Fangs gang. They're the ones who now occupy the palace. When they took the palace, the Fangs also stole the Tablet of Hanil, an ancient Persian artifact that belongs in a museum. Undoubtedly, they are keeping the tablet in the palace treasure vault. What they don't realize is that the vault has a secret entrance. Go with Istar to the Arcades district and find the vault's secret entrance. Go in, get the tablet, and leave evidence that the Ferals were there.
The Arcades district. This was always my favorite. I still can't believe the King of Thieves gave it to these disgusting snakes. Now, where was that secret entrance? Oh, I need a minute to look around. Do me a favor. Distract the street snakes, and I'll shout out when I find it. Hey! Over here! I found it! This grate will take us down into an old smuggling tunnel. That's where we'll find the secret entrance into the palace vault. Ew! This place is gross, and... Oh, phooey! More scarabs? Why did it have to be scarabs again? Quick, just squish them! Ew, yuck! Oh, there's the secret door that leads into the palace treasure vault. Oh, please, please, please don't let there be any more scarabs!
I thought only we knew about the secret passage. Whoever these intruders are, they mustn't be permitted to leave.
Honestly, I don't know which creeps me out more. Scarabs or snakes. Both are gross. Ugh. Okay, we're in the vault. Let's get the tablet and go. We did it! Now, just a little genie magic. And the Fangs will be hissing at the Ferals. Well, if this doesn't start a war between the gangs, I don't know what will. Let's get back to the Master and see if there's any news.
The Tablet of Hanil. Perfect. Something as ancient and precious as this should never have fallen into the Fangs' clutches. While the other gangs have merely been trading threats, it seems the Fangs are striking back without hesitation.
Exactly. A group of Fang street snakes are in the river district now. They've cornered the Feral's leader, Ahmad Peace, in an alleyway.
Good work, Swan. You and the Hoods keeping watch in the streets is making all the difference. Keep it up. Wizard, this is the perfect opportunity. Go to this alley and drive the street snakes away. Then convince Peace to attend our truce talks.
What are you doing here, servant of the Sultana? Our fight is with the Ferals. I strongly suggest you leave and don't look back.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not hear the word on the street? The Sultana's making some changes. No more looking the other way.
Move, Genie.
You cross the fangs, you will suffer. Come see for yourself. You will be sorry, sister. When Luther Ray hears that you obstructed our vengeance, he will not be pleased.
Ew! I think I've had enough encounters with snakes and scarabs now. Dealing with the Feral's leader will actually be a relief.
Are you joking? Not only do the Fangs have an infamy, but now the Sultana sends her in forces as well? Well, I won't go down without a fight. How come I never catch a break? Look, I can't afford a war with the Sultana. I got enough problems with the Thuggies and the Fangs.
The Sultana does not want a war. She wants peace between all the gangs. We're here to invite you to attend the Sultana's truce talks.
I suppose I got nothing to lose at this point. If Ali Baboon and Luther Ray will attend, then tell the Sultana I'll come too.
Oh, the Sultana's genie. You are supposed to protect her, aren't you? Funny how you're not here when she needs you most.
My master? She's in danger? What are you talking about?
Oh, it's the Silent Sabers. They have her cornered in the lounge. Ozzy was trying to defend her, but I suspect it is too late now.
The Silence? The Assassin's Guild? No, that cannot be. Quickly, Wizard! Into the lounge! We must save my master!
Stay back, you! You want to get to the Sultana, you'll have to step over my dead skull. Well, my undead skull. Even then, I'll bite your toes.
Somehow, I am not deterred. I hope you understand, Sultana. It is nothing personal. We simply have a contract to fulfill.
Wait, a contract? This is about gold? Oh dear, how tacky! Still, if it's gold you want, I am a genie. I could conjure some. Or, I suppose we could do it the hard way. The wizard and I are kind of a force to be reckoned with. In fact, we'll just show you.
Your bravado is to be commended, Genie, but it's for naught. We've slain wizards and Genie before. We'll deal with you, and then the Sultana.
You have sharp skills, Wizard. Thank you all for coming to my defense. Let's return to the hall and discuss this unexpected turn of events. Though this took us all by surprise, it is actually a good sign. For our enemies to send the Silent Sabers, it means we are making a difference. The only concern I have is who sent the assassins. We must ascertain who put this contract on me, and then confront them.
Surely you jest, Sultana. Skeptical as I was, I have gone along with your plan. But this is too much. Someone clearly sees through your ruse. I say we test their patience no further. With the Silent Sabers involved, the stakes are too high. For your safety, you must leave the city.
I appreciate your concern, Fazal, but I will do no such thing. I have now seen this wizard in action, and we have nothing to fear. The Silent Sabers' hideout is on the east side of the city. Wizard, go there and offer twice the contract to reveal who hired them.
As much as I have enjoyed our adventures, Wizard, I must ensure my master's safety and remain here. Perhaps the Skull wants to join you now?
Oh, sure, just volunteer me, will you? Ozzy will go fight the assassins, of course. Fantastic. Fine, I'll go. What'll they do? Lop off my head? You know I'd never question your judgment, but charging into the Assassin's Guild? Not sure it's the best idea. Maybe a little more caution.
It's far too late for caution, Skull. The moment you crossed blades with our sisters in the Sultana's apartment, you made yourselves targets. By coming here directly, you saved us and yourselves the hassle of a lengthy pursuit. Come, we will make this quick and painless. I promise.
You know what? Forget what I said. Caution's for the weak. I'd forgotten for a minute who I was floating around with. Who's next?
Stop there! You've come far enough. No one, and I mean no one, intrudes on the Silent Sabers and survives to tell of it. Come, meet your doom. Wait a minute. Your style of spellcasting. I have heard of you. You are with the Arcanum, yes? A friend of Kisma's. Why didn't you say so? Any member of the Arcanum is a friend to the Silent Sabers. You are here about the contract on the Sultana. Come outside and we can discuss. I apologize for our initial reaction to your visit. If we had known you came from the Arcanum, your reception would have been more formal. If you wish us to cancel the contract on the Sultana, then that is what we will do, free of charge. That is what we do for our friends. As to who placed the contract, I fear the Sultana will be displeased to learn it is none other than Vizier Fazal.
That slimy little worm. I knew Fazal wasn't being straight. Guess I should have said something.
Indeed. Inform the Sultana of his betrayal, and please extend our apologies. It was only business. Safe travels to you, friend of Kisma.
I appreciate your haste. I have been anxiously awaiting your return. Tell us, who is it that hired the Silent Sabers? No. Vizier Fazal? Fazal, I trusted you. How could you do this? Have you been telling the gangs about our plans as well?
He's been talking, eh? I can put a stop to that. I know just the thing. Shazam! Now you can't talk to anyone.
And now he can't tell us who he was working for either.
Oops. Sorry, Master.
It's all right, Istar. I have a feeling I already know. It's Ali Baboon, isn't it? So Ali Baboon wants to play rough? Fine. Wizard, Ozzy, raid the roost and confront him. He can attend our truce talks or leave town.
What in the sands? First the Pharaohs swipe our stash, and now some random wizard invades the roost.
This is not some random wizard. This is the one who's been working for Sultana Shahzad. Prepare yourself. This will not be an easy fight.
There you have it. According to those goons, we're starting to get a bit of a reputation. We've earned it, haven't we? I certainly think so.
Well now, isn't this a treat? A wizard with a bounty on his head, and a talking skull with a gemstone for an eye. I'm going to be rich!
Do you like that? That's what you get for eyeing my eye. It's mine! You see? Ha! I mean it, wizard. I'm not giving up this eye. It's all I got.
Ah, the illustrious wizard serving as Sultana Shahzad's enforcer. Ali Baboon is proud to make your acquaintance. Come in and be welcome. Ah, very good, very good. Ali Baboon is smart, you see. Ali Baboon and Wizard will be fine friends, yes! He is determined to make it so. Ali Baboon is hated by ferals and fangs. He does not want more enemies. Especially not the proud Sultana and the beautiful genie Istar. The Sultana sent you, yes? What does she wish of Ali Baboon? Truce talks. Ha! But this is no imposition. It is a gift to Ali Baboon. Like Sultana, Ali Baboon only wants peace and order in Aggrobah, yes. Tell Sultana that Ali Baboon will attend talks. He looks forward to it. Over there is door to street. You may use that door, wizard, and you are welcome to return any time you like. Ali Baboon is fine friend, yes.
Ah, Wizard, I am so happy to see you. Tell us, did Ali Baboon agree to attend the talks? He did. It was that easy. Very well.
You know, nice as he seemed to be, I'm just going to venture a guess here and say he probably shouldn't be trusted.
Oh, most certainly not. If he will attend our talks, however, that is progress in the right direction. Now, the only gang that remains is the Fangs, the most venomous of the bunch, and the one I expect will be the hardest to convince.
And the grossest, I might add. As a part of this deal, we need them out of the palace. You know, I could use a little genie magic and...
Actually, Istar, I don't think that will be necessary. Swan and I have already cooked up a secret plan to reclaim the palace. First, the Wizard and Ozzy must go to the palace and convince Luther Ray to attend our talks. I would expect a fight. Good luck, my friends.
Strange! Isn't our policy here no humans allowed? If that's the case, why am I seeing humans here?
That wasn't human. It's a skull. Of course, it looks like a human skull, so it deserves the same treatment.
You know, for a snake, that guy was actually quite observant. The Sultana thought I was a cat. Can you imagine that?
Nice try, Wizard! You can't sneak up on Captain Slither. No one sneaks up on a Slither!
Yes, tell them, Captain.
Where did you come from? Don't ever do that again! Oh, never mind, just get them!
So that was funny. Where do you think they come up with these names, anyways? And how was that guy a captain? Who's next? General Wiggles?
How did you get in here? You didn't sneak by Slither. That's impossible. No matter. Now you will experience the wrath of Fury.
Now, you see, that is a good name. Fury! Sounds intimidating. Like Ozzy! I just got lucky, though. Mother had good tastes and all that. Yeah, but if I didn't have a great name like Ozzy, I'd go with something tough sounding like Fury. Anyways, let's see how furious he is. Another one bites the dust, eh? I guess snakes are always biting dust, aren't they? Almost makes you feel sorry for them. All right, so where do you figure this Luther Ray is? I hope we're close. Can't say my feet are getting tired, but I could use a break.
I thought I smelled pests in the palace. Darien Captain Slither will pay for letting the Sultana's errand runners in here. What is your business? Be quick. I have a war to fight with both the Pharaohs and the Thuggies. Oh, the Sultana wants to discuss a truce? Everyone would come together in one location to talk about Agrobah's future? Yes, indeed. Tell the Sultana I will attend.
So Luther Ray has agreed to attend our talks? Excellent. Then everyone is in. It's time to put our plan into action. I will send a messenger to each of the gangs to meet at the 4 points. Istar and I will go ahead and be there to meet them as they arrive. Swan, you know what to do. Your part in this is critical. I wish you both the best of luck. Wizard, Ozzy, I hope you will join us at the 4 points. I suspect there is a significant chance our talks will turn ugly. Let's go. Enough! I tire of your petty grievances. You gangs clamored for more, and the King of Thieves gave it to you. Together, you ruined this city. It ends today. You will stop fighting and withdraw your thieves from the bazaar, so the common people can return. Do we have an agreement?
If it will get the other gangs off my back, then so be it, Sultana. The Pharaohs will do as you request.
Of course. The Thuggies have only the city's interests at heart. Ali Baboon deeply apologizes to you and your genie if there was any offense.
Well, isn't that sweet? The Sultana wants to restore order to Aggrobah. And you boys are only too happy to roll over on her command. You want the Fangs to do the same? Ha! Over my flattened scales. You fools all fell into my trap. With you all here, I can end this right now.
No, Luther Ray. It is you who have been duped. I knew you would betray us. Even now, my people are taking back the palace. You are finished.
We'll see about that. You think your wizard can protect you, but we planned for this battle. Ha! Wizard! Come out to play! How dare you! You can't do this! The King of Thieves gave us free reign. By what right can you take it away?
By the right of the common good and the rule of law, and with the full authority I have as your Sultana, be gone, snake, and never return. Ahmad Peace, Ali Baboon, I trust that I still have your commitment to my terms?
Yes, Sultana.
Yes, Your Majesty. You have Ali Baboon's undying loyalty, and you, Genie, have my undying admiration.
Master, are we done here? Indeed. Wizard, Ozzy, let us rejoin the others back in my true home, Kasra Palace. Well done, everyone! If I could only have a portrait painted to capture the look on Luther Ray's face. It was a priceless moment. Swan, it seems you took back the palace with minimal difficulty. I cannot express my gratitude for your part in all of this.
The Hoods and I were honored to do our part, and as you requested, we are further honored to serve as your security forces from now on.
Excellent. Wizard, Ozzy, you came here seeking assistance for Caravan in defending Mirage from the Overlord Xerxes. I have not forgotten. I fear, however, that even with the combined might of Caravan and Aggrobah, we may be outmatched. We will need the help of the House Cats. The noble houses were the first rulers of Mirage, and they still retain great power. The cats' petty squabbling won't make this easy, however.
Oh, I know! I can handle negotiations. I can go through the House Genie who serve each of the House Cat Lords.
It's fine to open negotiations that way, but the wizard should be lead negotiator. In fact, Istar, treat the wizard as your master for now.
Oh, okay. Smart thinking, as always. You're so wise, Master. I mean, Sultana. I think this will actually be quite enjoyable. All right, my new master. I'll go on to the Agouti Rift and open negotiations with Murdak, the genie to House Tabby. I'll see you there.
If she's going, how about I sit the cat bit out? Allergies, you know, and with these dry sinuses, I'd rather just stay here with the Sultana.
I'd like that. Wizard, inform your friends in Caravan of our plans, and then join Istar in Caterwall Canyons. My hopes go with you.